Dennis in the starting lineup as well, with the one returning starter for Baylor, Jalen Bridges. We're about ready to tip this one off. Game 3 of the season for the Bears, who are 2-0. Game 3 of the season for Gardner-Webb, which is off to a 1-1 start. Gary Maxwell puts the ball in the air. Bears control it. How about an alley-oop? Welcome to the starting lineup, Yves Missi.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. From the jump. What a pass right there. From the half-court line. Good vision by Jayden Nunn. Yves Missi just doing what he does.
King, I think I'm right. 8 seconds in. 8 seconds in. He's got that alley-oop flush.
That's impressive. And what he brings to the start lineup, you see the offensive ability, him being able to catch lobs, but defensively, the man is a block shot machine.
Gardner-Webb most recently played 14th ranked Arkansas. That was on Friday. Lost that game 86-68. Not shy about playing major programs, ranked major programs, as they're here in Waco today. Three-pointer by Chance Thacker missed. Here are the starters for the Bears: Nunn, Walter, Dennis, Missi, and Jalen Bridges. The Bears are off to a 2-0 start to win over Auburn to start the game. Here's that sequence to start the game today.
That's impressive. Off of the tip, being able to sprint full speed to get the lob. You get paid a lot of money, John, to be able to run like that.
Wow, Ray J. Dennis put the assist right on the money also. Here for Baylor is Jayden Nunn at the free throw line. First one is good. Sunday afternoon game today. Bears will play again on Tuesday to wrap up 4 games in 7 days to open the new season. Jayden Nunn, the 6'4" junior from Flint, Michigan. Transfer from VCU. A couple of free throws for a 4-0 Baylor lead.
I just love how Jayden Nunn picks up full court. I mean, that is his MO. That is who he is. He really, really buys into the defensive side of things.
Nunn's defense, big part of that comeback by the Bears in the win over Auburn in the season opener. There's a 3 that is good by Julian Samardo. Samardo with the shot, 5'11" junior from Bronx, New York, one of 2 returning starters for Coach Tim Kraft and the Runnin' Bulldogs. Nunn, penetration, shot, no good, but a foul. He'll go back to the free throw line. First meeting all time between Baylor and Gardner-Webb. Baylor is 4-0 all time against schools from the Big South Conference. Gardner-Webb located in Boiling Springs, North Carolina. I know North Carolina a little bit. I've never been to Boiling Springs.
I've never even heard of Boiling Springs. Wonder why it's called Boiling Springs.
That's a great question. We'll do some work on that. Free throw for Jayden Nunn rolls off. There's Scott Drew in his 21st season here at Baylor, 22nd as a Division I head coach. Baylor's all-time winningest coach, Big 12 Coach of the Year 3 of the last 4 years, and coach of the 2021 national champions. Baylor saluting our veterans here on Veterans Weekend, again with the Army pullovers today. One of 2 free throws, 5-3 Baylor lead. Fouls on Gardner-Webb, both on Samadro. So he's got 2 very early. In the paint, Missi holds his ground, shot no good. And then a foul on the rebound attempt.
That was great post defense right there by Missi. The pump fake. The offensive player hit him with the pump fake about 2 or 3 times, but Missi stayed on the floor, didn't fall for that, and he drew the contact. Tried to create a little bit of separation because of the length and the athleticism. It forced the offensive player to shoot it long, which made him miss the shot.
Dimade Badmiss was the player whistled for the foul. 6'7" junior from Lynn, Massachusetts. Jacoby Walter, a 3 right wing. That one is no good. Caleb Robinson with the rebound brings it up. Robinson, a senior guard for these Runnin' Bulldogs. Head fake by Lucas Stieber. Got him off his feet, and that'll be a foul on the Bears. Tim Kraft is the head coach at Gardner-Webb. He's in his 11th season. Great success there. 6 career wins over Power 5 programs. 172 career victories. Took that team to the NCAA tournament in 2019 out of the Big South. DQ Nicholas had the ball on the perimeter. He's the other returning starter for Coach Kraft and Gardner-Webb. There's Nicholas. Will drive. Dish and stolen away. Turnover. Bulldogs. Jacoby Walter brings it up. Walter has the ball slapped out of his hands and out of bounds.
Now, the last shot that Jacoby Walter took might have been the first time we could have seen Jacoby Walter force a shot. It's typically he plays within himself. He knows who he is. He takes the right shots. That might have been the first quote-unquote bad shot that we've seen Jacoby Walter take all year.
Takes the inbounds pass here, puts up a three from the right corner. That one is off the mark. Of course, had the huge debut, Jacoby Walter did. 28 points in Baylor's win over Auburn to open the season. Highest scoring collegiate debut in Baylor history. Fourth highest in Big 12 history by a freshman in their debut. Jayden Nunn takes the pass, but he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Turnover, Bears. 5-3 lead for the Bears early on. 16:49 on the clock here in the first half. There's a look at Daryl Simmons, the second on the floor, freshman from Detroit. And Simmons, the man that brings it up for the running Bulldogs. Jalen Bridges will pick him up defensively. Switch, Ray J. Dennis. Lazar will drive. Layup, too strong, no good. Messi the rebound for Baylor. Of course, with Messi into the starting lineup, first time today. There's pass to him underneath, muscles it up, no shot, no good, but he's fouled and he'll go to the free throw line. It means Jonathan Chumwa-Chachua is not in the starting lineup, but man, the character and the quality of Jonathan Chumwa-Chachua, you know he understands that, you know he'll contribute in whatever way the coach has asked him to.
And that just speaks on the selflessness that Coach Drew constantly preaches day in, day out, and you can see it trickle down all the way into Jonathan Chachua. And right there, Messi with the foul, I think you have to be able to, in order to make him look the greatest, you have to be able to put him in positions where he can display his athleticism, whether that's catching lobs or being able to catch the ball and rise up immediately. When he has to be able to make a post move, that's when he kind of sort of doesn't look as good because he's still like a raw talent, J-Mo.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch the growth, you know, over the course of this season. Again, shows the depth, really shows the depth of this Baylor team. First thing Coach Drew usually mentions is 11 deep for this Baylor team. Nice dish, dropping it in. Brendan Micalcio with the bucket. 6'7" junior from New York City. Makes it a one-point game again. Bears up 6-5.
That's just a great decision right there. Find the man on the open cut. Being able to knock it down with the floater, that's a great decision.
Langston Love on the floor for the Bears. Love on as Jacoby Walter goes to the Baylor bench. Jayden Nunn on the perimeter. Shot clock at 5. Drive, contact, and he put it in. How about that? Contact, he'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Jayden
officiating at this high level.
We definitely Coach Kraft. We love to see it. Love to see the diversity in college athletics. It's much needed.
Jayden Nunn with the free throw to complete that three-point play. Remember, had the layup with a lot of contact just prior to the timeout. Jayden Nunn already with 6 points here in the first half. He's got 6 of Baylor's 9. Bears lead at 9-5. Nearing the 15-minute mark first half. Running Bulldogs, keeping it on the perimeter. Off balance three, shot is no good. Messi, the rebound for the Bears on the Samardro miss. Langston Love to Ray J. Dennis. No other changes on the floor for the Bears coming out of that timeout. Langston Love remains out there. Tied his career high with 20 points Baylor's last game. There is a charge by Nunn.
This is a tough one right here. He lowers his shoulder, does hit him directly in the chest, but it's one of those calls where he's bigger than the defender. And because he's bigger than the defender, the smaller player will typically get the benefit of the doubt 90% of the time. And in that instance, Jayden Nunn was bigger, stronger, defender was smaller. I can understand why the ref made the call.
DQ Nicholas brings it up for Gardner-Webb. Ball low post. Messi holding his ground. I'm sorry, it's Josh Ojonwuna who's in there at the post. And Ojonwuna is whistled for the foul of Isaiah Richards. So Josh Ojonwuna off the bench. Messi got the start for the Bears.
Look at this right here. Hand straight up. It kind of come down at first, then he brings it straight up. Fair call.
It did look like he tried to just keep his arm straight up. But picks up personal number 1. Richards hits the free throw, makes it 9-6. Gardner-Webb opened the season a 40-point win over Erskine, 98-58. And as we told you on Friday, played in Fayetteville, lost to Arkansas 86-68. The final, playing here today. They'll compete in the Atlantic Slam tournament coming up next weekend. Games against Weber State, Colgate, and Yale. Team picked 5th in the Big South, according to Blue Ribbon magazine. 5th out of 9 schools. Ray J. Dennis, a 3 off the mark. Jacoby Walter, the rebound and the putback.
That's one thing that Jacoby is so elite at. If his outside shot is not falling, he will find ways to make an impact on the game. You saw right there with the offensive rebound.
Caleb Lohner on for the first time today, the BYU transfer.
Oh, good pass.
Nice underhand dish, and Josh Ojonwuna handles it well.
Ray J. Dennis's vision is just so great.
13-6, Bears increase their lead. 13:36 on the clock. Langston Love's got him trapped in that corner, gets the ball away. And underneath for the reverse by Isaiah Richards. Stops the Baylor run there with the bucket, makes it 13-8, Bears by 5. A.J. Dennis gets the ball to Langston Love. Love in a double team, and reach in foul. Gary Maxwell's going to tell us.
Look at this right here. Off of the miss, Jacoby Walters just finds a way. 6'5", bigger than a guard, and one. Probably should have been an and one. And right here, Ray J. Dennis, look at the vision. There's no passing lane, but he'll create one anyways because he's that level of a passer, and drops it off to the big for the easy two.
I think he was the only one who saw that that pass option there. Nobody else did. Eve Messi back on. Inbounds. Dennis, 3. No good. Rebound Baylor. An offensive board by Caleb Lohner. Runner by Love. No good. Messi the rebound. Put back a little bit too strong. Rebounded for Gardner-Webb. And then the Bears will get it right back.
And that's one of the plays where Messi has to learn. You're not really in a position to score. Do what you do best. Kick the ball right back out. Go set a ball screen. Hopefully you get an angle for a lob. But right there, you're about 4 feet outside of the charge circle. Kick the ball right back out.
Bears inbound, leading 13-8 over Gardner-Webb. Ray J. Dennis on the baseline, banks it in. Lead grows to 15-8 for the Bears here in the first half. Whoa, Messi with the block, and Dennis saves it inbounds to Jacoby Walter. Not right just there. A block, but it starts the break the other way.
Right there is what Messi does extremely well. Meet the ball at the highest point before it drops, and is able to get the ball out of there and swat it.
Bears can't convert that takeaway into points. Here comes Gardner-Webb back on the attack. DQ Nicholas underneath, runner, shot good by Brendan Micalcio. So it's 15-10, Bears on top. Under 12 on the clock first half. Ray-J Dennis into the paint. Ooh. That's going to be an offensive foul, isn't it, on Ray-J Dennis? Some strong guards for the Bears. Even more to 16 teams next year.
Now, I think TCU, I mean, I know it's the Baylor broadcast. I think TCU is going to surprise some people. I think that they are really good. Jameer Nelson's son, Jameer Nelson Jr., the point guard, is talented. One of the best point guards that was in the transfer portal. I think they will surprise some people. And they also have Ernest Uday from Kansas. So I think that they will really, really shock some people and finish top 4 in the league.
Frogs off to a 2-0 start to the season. Tough league, top to bottom, best conference in the nation in men's basketball. Nice little hook shot in the paint. All right, help me with this, King. Shekna Sissoko. Shekna Sissoko.
Yeah, I think he did a fantastic job.
Thanks.
I think that's pretty spot on.
6'9" senior from West Africa, his first 2 today. There's Jacoby Walter, head fake, couple of fakes. Through contact, he'll go to the free throw line. So Jacoby Walter, the freshman from McKinney, highly regarded freshman.
The guards of Baylor are so good at this right here. Look at this. He pump fakes, and as soon as he sees the defender get out of position, he draws and initiates the contact in order to get to the free throw line. We've seen Jacoby Walters do it. We've seen Jayden Nunn do it tonight to get an and one. They are so great at seeking out contact to get to the free throw line, and I credit Coach John Jacobs to that. Coach John Jacobs does an amazing job with the guards, teaching them the small nuances of being a really elite level guard.
One of 2 free throws there by Jacoby Walter, who was 10 of 10 at the free throw line in the win over Auburn. There's some backcourt pressure by the Bears. Gardner-Webb breaks that, gets it into the front court. The Bears get back. Really intense pressure by Baylor defensively. Bears lead at 16-12. Quest Aldridge with the ball on the far side. Now to Lucas Stieber. Drive, drops it off. And there is that man, Sissoko, with another bucket. Back-to-back jump hooks. He's got 4. And it's a 2-point game in the first half. Dennis, the alley-oop. That one was busted up by Sissoko. Turnover Bears. Off-balance layup, shot no good. How about Misi running the floor? Gets the rebound at the other end. Dennis drives, shot partially blocked in there. End-to-end action. The trailer, Sissoko with another bucket. He's got 6 quickly, and we are tied at 16.
2 bad reads from Ray-J Dennis right there. The first one on the lob, should have hit it back to Caleb Lohner with the pop-out 3, and then the one-on-one transition take. Should have set something up and got a different option. Ray-J Dennis has to be better than that.
There's on a 3-minute scoring drought. Gardner-Webb has hit 4 of their last 5 shots. There's Caleb Lohner, just takes it to the rack. Missed the first shot, got his miss, and put it in. Bears up by 2, 18-16. Stieber, top of the key, gets a screen from Sissoko. Banker right side, shot is good by Brendan Micalcio. Wholesale substitutions coming in for the Bears. Next dead ball. Tie game, 18 apiece, under 9 minutes on the clock, first half. Love to Ray-J Dennis. Jacoby Walter on the baseline. Contact again. He'll go back to the free throw line.
You know, J-Mo, I find it really interesting. When Ray-J Dennis has the ball up top, we've seen this in the past few games. A lot of teams go under him on the ball screen. They're basically giving him that three-point shot, and he really hasn't shown up to this point of the season that he's comfortable taking that off the pick and roll.
Jacoby Walter at the line. Here come those subs coming in for Coach Drew. They'll come in after the first free throw. Walter's good on the first one. Jacoby, we talked about 28 points first game in a Baylor uniform. The win over Auburn, 88-82. 7 points in game number 2 against NAIA John Brown University. That was back on Thursday. Part of the maturation process, wouldn't you say? Part of just getting used to games at this level for Jacoby Walter.
Yeah, but I think that we'll probably see that a lot this year. And the reason why is because Jacoby Walter is not a kid who is going to force shots. He's not the type of player that is going out there trying to create his own shot and create his own bucket consistently. He lets the game come to him. So if a shot is falling, if they're finding him, he's in rhythm, he will continue to shoot shots. If he is not, he will find other ways to be effective in the game. So honestly, it's because of his unselfishness why I think we will see those high highs in scoring and those low lows in scoring, but it has nothing to do with his ability. Oh.
High banker, shot no good. Josh Ojonwuna contested that one under the bucket. It's Jacoby Walter with the ball to Miro Little, who's checked in. Another freshman for the Bears from Finland. 6'4", 185-pound true freshman. Gardner-Webb the other way. The thing about Jacoby is he is bought in on both ends of the floor. You know, he knows to play here. You got to play defense. Yeah. He is doing that.
100%.
Gardner-Webb takes the lead with the bucket, 20-19 over Baylor. First lead of the day for the visitors from Boiling Springs, North Carolina. Bears grab it back. Quick three, no good. Offensive rebound. Ojonwuna had the bucket at the other end for Baylor. There's another tip out for another offensive rebound. Baylor by 1, 7:24 and counting, first half. Good ball movement by the running Bulldogs. Shot clock at 4. Nicholas loses the handle. Now tied up under there. A timeout. Timeout was called, so they'll keep the possession. I think Baylor owes a debt of gratitude to the Big South for getting those guys here, Flagler and Maceo T. It's going to be Gardner-Webb's ball to inbound on their baseline. Out of the timeout, Baylor leads by 1. Try the alley-oop off his hands. Shot clock was short there. The Bears glad to take it the other way. Around the perimeter, Jacoby Walter has it on the right wing to Josh Ojonwuna. Now to Jalen Bridges. Little with the 3 off the mark. Bears 0 for 6 now from three-point range here in the first half. Ooh, nice drive. Banker is good by Caleb Robinson.
That's what you have to do. Whenever you go in the paint against the shot blocker, you have to go straight through his chest to take away his arms on the jump.
Jacoby Walter, leaner from the left elbow, is good, and the Bears regain the lead. 1-point game, 6:22 on the clock, first half. Head fake and a drive. Bridges riffing, but the shot is good by DK Nicholas. I'm sorry, that was not Nicholas. That was Shahar Lazar. Our redshirt freshman from Israel. Wow, look at that blow by. Jayden Nunn with the bucket. A quick drive to the bucket for 2.
I love his competitive spirit. And he gets the layup and he's instantly ready for defense. Love how he competes on both sides of the floor.
Bears back up by 1. Seesaws back the way of the Bears. Tight game here in the first half. Into the paint, shot in and out. Won't fall for Robinson. Rebound Baylor. Jayden Nunn brings it up the right side of the floor. The lob for Bridges, a little too strong on the alley-oop. Bears come away with no points. Julian Samaro. He takes a hard fall. Caleb Robinson. So it's Ademide Badmiss who is going to the free throw line. It's a tough name for a basketball player, right? Badmiss. Well, there's a miss. One more coming. Here's another look at it. Hard fall by Robinson. Right on that tailbone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Second one, couple of bounces on the rim and off for Badmiss. Couple of misses. Bears maintain the 1-point lead over Gardner-Webb. 25-24, exactly 5 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Jayden Nunn outside to Love. A three, no good. Bears still looking for their first made three today. 0 for 7. Near turnover there. Buddy Simmons has it on the perimeter. Simmons to bad miss. Guard by Misi. 5 to shoot. Drive, banker, good. Good looking shot there by Julian Samaro.
That's tough right there. Samaro with the great pace off of the pick and roll to be able to get the floater off on the taller defender.
Go to the big man, Misi, the flush to give Baylor the lead back. And quickly down at the other end, who is it? It's Misi. That guy's running the floor, playing well at both ends.
You know, one thing that Gardner-Webb is doing an amazing job of tonight is they are not afraid of the shot blockers of Baylor. They are going straight through the chest. Right there, Samaro, the play before off the pick and roll, creates the space to be able to bank it off. And then Ray J. Dennis comes down the floor, and what a luxury to be able to have a big who you can just throw it up to and go catch it anywhere. But then coming right back off of that bucket, Samaro, one-on-one with Yves Misi, goes straight through the chest, able to draw the foul because he brings his hands down. They are not afraid of the shot blockers of Baylor, and they are doing a great job of getting to the free throw line.
Samaro good on his first free throw. Got another one coming. Isaiah Richards is back on. Bad miss goes to the bench to give the running Bulldogs the lead. Here's the free throw. And he's got it. Hit both free throws. 1-point lead for Gardner-Webb. It's 28-7. I'm sorry, 28-27. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Jayden Nunn dribbles on the perimeter. Nunn back to Ray J. Dennis. Shot clock at 10. Dennis penetrates. Shot no good, but Misi is there for the follow. What a day going for the freshman, Yves Misi.
The athleticism. If you do not block him out, he is athletic enough to put you on a poster.
3 of 4 from the floor, including an alley-oop the first 8 seconds of the game today. And he's got 7 points. Nice pass underneath. Nice easy shot for Isaiah Richards.
J-Mo, Baylor's defense is starting to concern me. We saw it in the last game, giving 70 points up to John Brown at NAIA school. And right now in this game, they are down. Down by 3 at this point of the game, with Gardner-Webb shooting north of 52%. That is not good enough. And if you're Baylor with high expectations of a Final Four, of a national championship, when Big 12 play comes around, you cannot have this level of defense going against the Big 12 opponents.
Buddy Simmons had the layup at the other end. Here is Langston Love getting down low. He gets the bucket. Pulls Baylor within 1, but the Bears are down by 1.
They did against John Brown, and they're winning games. They won the last game strictly because of size and athleticism.
So Gardner-Webb with the lead. They've got the ball coming out of the timeout. Final 2.5 minutes of the first half here in the Farrell Center. EQ Nicholas pitches the ball on the left side to Quest Aldridge. Back to Nicholas. 8 to shoot. And threw it out of bounds. A little miscommunication there as Lucas Stieber tossed the ball where he thought Aldridge would be, but instead shot it into the front row. So Baylor's ball, chance to regain the lead here, 2:10 and counting. Bears down by 1. Langston Love faked an alley-oop pass, puts the ball on the floor, drives in, gets back-to-back buckets by Love, and the Bears regain the lead.
That's his role, instant offense. When he comes into the game, I think he has potential to be Big 12 Sixth Man of the Year.
Turnaround shot, no good by Nicholas. Bears with the rebound. Dennis drives, floater, won't fall for him. Jayden Dennis can't connect on that one. Running Bulldogs, running again. Underneath, just rolls off the rim. Baylor has that rebound surrounded. Jacoby Walter brings it up. You know, it's the Gardner-Webb team that is doing this without benefit of really three-point shooting. There's a foul. Love will go to the line. Of course, Baylor's 0 for 7, but Gardner-Webb is 1 for 6 shooting threes. This team that lost a really formidable front line from a year ago. Their top 2 shot blockers have moved on, graduated. So we'd think maybe more of a perimeter team, maybe guard-oriented perimeter, but they're doing it inside in the paint against Baylor.
Yeah, doing a great job of being able to come off of pick and rolls, create the separation with the guard, and rise up, whether over it's the top of the big or being able to find the cutter on the dump down. Their guards are doing a tremendous job being able to create offense inside the paint.
So Shekna Sissoko come back on the floor. A couple of free throws there by Langston Love. He has scored 6 straight for the Bears. Since Gardner-Webb took the lead by 3 at 32-29, 6 straight by Love. The Bears lead it 35-32.
And Love has the ability to be able to come off the bench and just spark up and give you an instant spark of scoring as soon as he steps in the game.
1 minute to go in the first half. Stieber has the ball, right wing. Nice give and go. Runner no good. Misi there for the rebound. Bears look to extend their lead here before halftime. Jayden Dennis drives. Another alley-oop. Misi with the follow dunk. And was that a technical maybe? Yeah, it is.
That was a technical, but it's the right call. I get what he did. I understand the dunk, and it's the right call. And you can't do that. You cannot celebrate like that or taunt like that. Pointing at the defender, unacceptable.
So the bucket, but a technical on Yves Misi. Couple of free throws coming for Gardner-Webb. It's Julian Samaro shooting the free throws. Misi's 4 for 5 from the floor. He's got 9 points. He's got 6 rebounds, 9.6 rebounds in the first half. 2 free throws good by Samaro. Here's another look at it. Watch, you'll see what he did. As King said, he sort of tapped his head, pointed at the defender.
This is impressive because it's off of vert. Put it right here. It's a little extra. Just run back. Go block another shot on the defensive side. But I'm not going to lie, J-Mo. The off-vert catching the body is extremely impressive. Not too many guys can do that. So that's impressive, but just run back and go play defense. No need for all that extra.
Right. I bet you he learned that lesson right there. Final 20 seconds of the half. 5 seconds difference in the 2 clocks. 11 to shoot for Gardner-Webb. Nicholas dribbling on the perimeter. Looks like he'll milk that clock as much as possible. Drives on Walter. Reverse layup hits the bottom of the backboard and out of bounds. And last touch by Baylor, maybe partially blocked in there. So Gardner-Webb will have it. Didn't hit the rim. 0.8 of a second on the shot clock.
1.4, you have enough time to get an actual jump shot off, but you're right, 0.8 below. You're starting to get into it has to be almost like a tip in. But right now they have enough time to set their feet and get a jumper off.
All right, here we go. 1.4 on the shot clock. Inbounds, quick shot. Didn't draw iron. Jalen Bridges, the tough defense there. So a shot clock violation. Bears have the ball. 4.2 seconds to go in the half. All right, see what the Bears can do with this. 4.2 seconds. Should be enough time to get off a good shot.
At 4.2 seconds, you have enough time to take maybe 3-4 dribbles, get a shot off.
Jacoby Walter. Jayden Dennis, a screen to Walter for 3, partially blocked. Oh, and he's fouled. Did he call a foul out there? Wow. So Jacoby Walter will have 3.
Ran into the offensive player's body. That is the right call. That is a foul all day, every day. The shooter has to be able to land cleanly.
And they look at the monitor and put 0.7 of a second on the clock. First free throw is good. Remember, he's got 3 coming for Jacoby Walter. Second one's good. Lead is 5. It'll be 6 if he hits this one. All 3 good by Jacoby Walter. Shot, 3/4 court. Not bad, but not good. And the Bears with an 11-2 run to close the half. The ball to begin the second half. Bears leading by 6, 40-34. Again, the Bears closed the first half on an 11-2 run. Finally clamped down a little on defense. Gardner-Webb missed their last 5 shots from the floor. Pass down low and a foul from behind on Ray J. Dennis. Not a shooting foul. First foul here in the second half. Really good student turnout today. I mean, this is Baylor number 20 in the nation. Great support from the students on a Sunday afternoon. Stieber turns the corner, drives, shot no good. Jacoby Walter the rebound for the Bears. Walter 9 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. In the paint, Jayden Nunn stripped of the ball, taken away by Gardner-Webb. Shekna Sissoko had the steal. Oh, wow. Little fadeaway banker by DQ Nicholas is good.
That's such a tough shot to be able to stop on a dime, turn around, rotate the backboard, and just kiss it off the glass. Such a tough shot by Nicholas.
Second team All Big South a year ago. This runner, banker, rolls in. Good looking shot by Ray J. Dennis.
Oh my goodness.
At the other end, another block by Yves Misi. Here come the Bears on the run out after the block. Walter for 3. No good. Back iron. Yves Misi running the floor. Oh, and a block from behind. That's Jalen Bridges, a clean block. A block party for the Bears to start this second half.
But that's great defensive rotation. Misi went up for the block. Bridges had him on the backside.
Here's a 3-on-1 break. Walter, the only man back. Robinson finishes with a dunk for Gardner-Webb. Robinson, the man that hit the floor hard in the first half, had to come out, so good to see him back out there.
Robinson is tough. You can tell by some of his drives. The way he goes through the chest of the big fella down low, you can tell that the kid is tough.
4-point game. Bears lead it 42-38. Misi backing down his defender. Jump hook, shot no good. It's good defense there by Shekna Sissoko. And that bucket is good, and a foul. Hang on. Yeah, I think the foul is going to be called on Samaro. Samaro with the, here's a look at it.
Oh my goodness, that might have been a goaltender. That might have hit the backboard first, but it was still impressive either way. And right there, Jalen Bridges coming over on the backside. That is good defensive rotation to help your teammate. And man, Samaro on the move. The cross jab into the crossover. Got Jayden Nunn on the defensive side, and he drew the contact. Similar to what we talked about earlier with the Baylor guards. He sees the body, locates the defender's body, jumps straight into it to get the contact. Look at this right here. As soon as he gets it, he jumps right into the defender's body. Even though Jayden Nunn is going straight up, when you jump into the body, especially as a smaller defender, you typically get the benefit of the doubt. And right there, that's a great take from Samaro.
Yeah, he's got the bucket, adds the free throw. He's got 12 points. He's 5 of 5 at the line. And the Baylor lead is 1. 2 minutes, 20 seconds into the second half. Kick back to Bridges, head fake, drive down the paint, extra pass to Misi, and lost it. Ball hit the out-of-bounds line, turnover Bears.
I think right there, Jalen Bridges should have either shot it off the initial catch or shot the floater, but throwing it to right there to Misi, that doesn't set him up for success. Either shoot it off the initial catch because he's that good of a shooter, or shoot the floater, but don't put the big man in tough situations.
Jayden Nunn to the bench. Langston Love is back on for Baylor, leading by 1, 2.5 minutes into the second half. Gardner-Webb basketball. DQ Nicholas will bring it up. Nicholas considered the defensive specialist for this team. Dribbling on the perimeter, Nicholas. Dennis on him defensively. Spin, shot, up and in. Wow. How about that? Fake left, came back right and laid it in.
That's great defense right there by Ray J. Dennis, but that's an even better shot by Nicholas.
Runner no good. Tip no good. Second tip. Jalen Bridges has it. Looks like he's fouled. Jalen Bridges battling on the offensive glass.
Look at this right here. This is excellent defense from Ray J. Dennis. I don't know if you can get any better than this. This is just a tough left-hand scoop turnaround over a 6'11" athletic big like Nisi. Tough finish right there by Nicholas.
Nisi, who's already blocked 3 shots today, but he got it inside him for the basket. It's Gardner-Webb back on top by a point, 43-42. Bears ball to inbound. Foul was on Stieber. Walters shot, no good. Follows his own miss and banks it in.
The athleticism of Walters right there to be able to get his own miss.
Boy, and Gardner-Webb comes back. Another bucket and another chance at a 3-point play. Brendan Micalcio with the basket.
You have to be able to get back in transition. Transition defense is key, and right there, Baylor kind of confused on the defensive side, giving up another and one. Take a look at this. You get beat going baseline, a little bit of contact, enough to create the foul. That's a great take right now, and what you're seeing is Gardner-Webb getting more and more confident. Typically, when a team like Gardner-Webb comes into a game against a Baylor, you're supposed to, that's why they say, step on their necks. Come out full throttle from the jump, because now you're starting to give teams confidence. And when teams get confidence, anything can happen.
Well, 12-4 run to start the second half by Gardner-Webb gives them that confidence. They lead by 2 over the Bears. Caleb Lohner, Josh Ojonwuna on the floor for Baylor. Drive into the paint by Love. There's contact and a foul. Foul's going to be called on Adimade Badmis. Not a shooting foul. Bears will inbound on the baseline, trailing by 2. 40th year of the Big South Conference this year as they celebrate that. New commissioner, Sharika Montgomery, first year as the commissioner of the Big South, former basketball player at Gardner-Webb. Love is fouled on that trip to the basket. This will get him a couple of free throws.
I really like this, that draw up out of and underneath out of bounds. I think Coach Drew is one of the best in the country when it comes to underneath out of bounds plays. I like that right there. Get Langston Love ISO'd on a mismatch right there. One of your best scorers, if not your best scorer, that comes off the bench. He's instant offense. Get him going. I like that call by Coach Drew.
Langston Love, first miss at the line today. He was 2 for 2. Has another one to pull the Bears within 1. 16-14 mark in the second half. Second one is good by Love. Love, 6'5", 210-pound redshirt sophomore from Universal City, Texas. See some full court pressure by the Bears here defensively, down by 1. Caleb Lohner on the inbounder. Bounds to Aldridge. The floor to Lazar. Scramble for that loose ball in the corner, out of bounds, and will stay with the running Bulldogs. Gardner-Webb, a team that was 15-16 a year ago, 10-8, tied for 4th in the Big South Conference. Their coach Tim Kraft. Off to a 1-1 start this season. Inbounds to Aldridge. Gets a little room, puts up a 3, shot no good. Boy, lid is on the basket. Both sides from 3-point range. Baylor's 0 for 8. Gardner-Webb is 1 for 8. Bears have a string of, we still got a lot of time left, but the Bears have hit at least one 3-pointer in every game for over 1,000 games. Goes back to February of 1990. Last time Baylor did not make a 3 in a game. And a spin and a foul. Baylor's ball after the timeout. 15:50 to go. Baylor on their home floor trails by 1.
For the information, I mean, to find that out, the deep dive that he had to do, shout out to Kyle.
All right, here we go, back to play. Bears ball. Baylor trailing by 1 to Gardner-Webb. Caleb Lohner into the paint. Kicks it back outside to Love. Drive, 10 to shoot. Kobe Walter back outside to Love. Now 5 to shoot for the Bears. Screen. He's got to put it up. That was a clean block out there. Bears didn't get a good shot out of the timeout. And a layup at the other end is good by DQ Nicholas.
Letting the defense turn into offense. A great 30-second possession of defense from Gardner-Webb, which leads to an easy layup by Nicholas.
Bears trail by 3 to the running Bulldogs. There's a collision. Bodies all over the floor. Now it's going to be called on Gardner-Webb. It's going to be called on Shahar Lazar. Gardner-Webb does have slight foul issues. Richards, Badness, and Stieber all have 3 fouls. Jayden Nunn for Baylor has 3.
Now, one thing I can really praise Coach Kraft on is the attention to detail in the scouting report. When Caleb Lohner catches the ball on the 3-point line, they are not guarding him. When Ray J. Dennis comes off a ball screen, they typically go under. They pick and choose who they go over and who they fight over under, who they fight over and go under with. Great attention to detail on the scouting report from Gardner-Webb.
Love to Dennis. Drive, layup, no good. Ojanwuna got the rebound, but a whistle and a foul. Maybe free throws coming for Baylor's Ray J. Dennis. Isaiah Richards picks up his 3rd personal. Dennis, the transfer from Toledo, played at Boise prior to that. MAC Player of the Year last year. Oh, 4th personal on Richards. And the free throw is no good. Bears need to take advantage there. 13 of 19 at this point at the free throw line. One of 2 by Ray J. Dennis. Bears down by 2, 48-46. Under 15 minutes on the clock, second half. Gotta get the lid off that those 3-point shots at some point. Nicholas, bounded by Jayden Nunn defensively. Into the paint, Love. Near travel, leaner, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds, and over to Baylor. Pretty good defensive possession there by Baylor.
Great defensive possession, but you got to finish it with a rebound. Right there, Gardner-Webb had the offensive board, but lost it out of bounds. You have to be able to finish plays on the defensive end with a rebound. But anyways, good stop from Baylor.
Bears could tie or take the lead on this possession, down by 2, nearing the 14-minute mark in the second half. Ray J. Dennis drives to the baseline, left side, cut off. Into the paint. Short shot is good by Dennis. Got his defender may have flopped there, but his shot ties the game at 48.
He's so smooth on the offensive side, and one of the most underrated parts of this game is the ability to post up.
Crowd getting into it here in the Farrell Center. There's a 3, shot no good. Offensive rebound by Richards. He's still out there with 4 personal fouls. That's a 2, a long 2. It's no good. Josh Ojanwuna, the rebound for the Bears. Gives to Ray J. Dennis, trots into the front court. Bears with a bucket here, could regain the lead. And there's an offensive foul, and it's called on Josh Ojonwuna.
I don't know if I love that call. I think Ojonwuna was rolling to the basket, and the guard decided to go so far underneath because Ray J already had him beat that he just happened to run into the screen. I don't know if it was an actual moving screen. Let's take a look at this. Right here. Ojonwuna, yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe he was moving a little bit. Maybe he was moving a little bit, J-Mo, on the replay.
Yeah, you can see what she saw, Amy Bonner, in making that call. So it gives the ball over to the Gardner-Webb running Bulldogs. Tie game. Underneath, another block by Eve Meesey. That is 4 on the day by Meesey. Starts the break. Layup is good. Ray J. Dennis. Bears lead by 2. Must see Meesey. We've seen it again. Another block shot. Really got this crowd energized. There's a spin to the bucket. Lost the handle. Meesey takes it away. Here come the Bears. Leading by 2. Langston Love. He'll drive. Ball knocked away. And it will stay with Baylor. Here it is, King.
Look at this block right here. One-on-one in the post. The block with the left hand, though. And right here, Ray J. Dennis. Such a smooth, poetic type game. Good layup right there. Meesey turning his defensive prowess into offense. We love to see it.
Right now, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks for Eve Meesey. There's a foul on Caleb Robinson for Gardner-Webb. Team fouls, that is, that's 7 now. Bears are in the bonus. Caleb Lohner will go to the free throw line.
Now this hurts right here for Gardner-Webb. You're doing such a great job of staying in this ball game, and now you put yourself in a tough predicament where you can no longer touch the offense on the defensive side of things. Every single time you touch them, they're going to the free throw line with 12 minutes to go. That's a very long time in a college basketball game, and now it's going to be tough to battle this.
Caleb Lohner, 6'8" senior, originally out of Flower Mound, played at Wasatch Academy, BYU, and here at Baylor for a second year. A 7-0 run by the Bears to get a 4-point lead, 52-48. You could say this run really initiated by the defense of the Bears. There's a miss and a follow-up. Give credit to DQ Nicholas. Following his miss, and he gets the bucket inside.
DQ Nicholas has been battling all game. For him to be probably only 5'10", he is inside of the paint. He's been able to finish inside the paint consistently, and Jayden Nunn doing the same thing that Nicholas is doing.
Tough shot by Jayden Nunn, gets it to fall in the paint. Bears back up by 4. There's a drive. Man. Another block by Eve Meesey. He's got 5 on the day, starts the break. A block at the other end by Gardner-Webb. And then a foul, it looks like. It's going to be called on Jayden Nunn.
Man, this has been probably one of the best shot blockers Baylor has ever seen in its time.
Did get the start today, his first start here at Baylor, game 3 of his freshman season. Gardner-Webb with the ball, down by 4 to Baylor. Buddy Simmons brings it up. Give to Nicholas. Maybe another moving screen on the perimeter there. And the ball goes over to Baylor.
That's the right call. He was too wide. He extended his arms on the screen. Good call by the referee.
Ray J. Dennis brings it across the timeline for the Bears, looking to increase their 4-point lead over Gardner-Webb. First meeting all time between these two. Baylor 4-0 all time against Big South teams. And they throw it away off the hands of Langston Love and out of bounds. Turnover, Baylor. So the running Bulldogs have the basketball back. We click under 11 minutes to play in the afternoon. Buddy Simmons on the left side into the paint. Gets outside to Stieber. Pass. Nearly knocked away by Dennis. 5 to shoot. Fade away on the baseline. No good. Fight for the rebound. Caleb Lohner has it for the Bears. Outlet to Jacoby Walter up the center of the floor. Walter will drive. Bumped. And he'll have free throws. Boy, we have seen he is very good at drawing contact, isn't he?
He is. And he lets the game come to him, and that's what I'm most impressed with. He doesn't force anything. Right there, straight line drive. He doesn't really have the same wiggle that we have seen in previous two guards like a Keontae George or an Adam Flagler. But he just gets it done. He finds a way to be effective with less dribbles.
The foul was on Denebe Badmis, and it was his 5th, so he is fouled out for the day. He takes the seat. Free throw is no good by Walter. So the lead remains 4 for Baylor. Shekna Sissoko, the big man on the floor now for Gardner-Webb. Nicholas on the perimeter to Robinson. To Stieber. 3 seconds to shoot. There's clamped down defensively. Didn't get a shot off. Went up for the shot, lost the handle on the ball, and that is a shot clock violation.
That was one of Baylor's best defensive possessions that we have seen all game. When the guards of Gardner-Webb would try to turn the corner, they chested up, beat him to the spot, would not allow any paint touches in that 30 seconds. That is a level of defense that Scott Drew is looking to see from Baylor for majority of the game.
So Baylor basketball leading by 4. Ray J. Dennis into the paint, spins. Can't get away from his defender, tries to pass it in traffic, and it is stolen away. So a turnover by Baylor. Stieber on the perimeter, a 3, no good, front iron. And saved in bounds. Good hustle by Gardner-Webb. Another 3, long rebound. Short jumper, no good by Simmons. Finally, Baylor claims the ball. Ray J. Dennis on the left wing. To Jacoby Walter. Drive, layup, good, and a foul. Walter ends up on the floor. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. That was called on Shekna Sissoko, the 6'9" senior.
Look at this, the straight line drive. Gets it done in 2 dribbles. Knows his angle, attacks, doesn't do anything fancy. And one, Jacoby Walters, just such a great player as a freshman, already knows his game so well. I have been impressed by him up to this point of the season.
13 points on the day. He's 5 of 8 at the free throw line. He's got 7 rebounds as well. And the free throw makes it 14 on the day for Jacoby Walter. The Bears lead it by 7, 57-50. Gardner-Webb has missed 11 of their last 12 shots. D'Antoine Grimes checks in for the first time today. 6'2" junior from Ocala, Florida. Transfer to Baylor from Kilgore College. Cat Quick, D'Antoine Grimes on the floor. Nice bounce pass. Good look by Nicholas to Stieber for the easy basket.
That was a great draw. Dribble over to the back screen that led to the misdirection. Wide open layup. That's a great draw by Coach Kraft.
57-52. Bears lead by 5. Langston Love, strong move to the bucket. Shot no good, but an offensive rebound and a putback by Eve Nisi. Double figures, scoring 11 points on the day by Nisi. 8 rebounds, 5 blocks to go along with it. Bears by 7 again. Into the paint, cut off by the defensive Langston Love. Stieber dribbles out of the quarter. Under 5 to shoot. Nicholas drives. Oh, and a reach-in foul. He's going to bail him out there. Shot clock was under 5. He drew contact, and he'll get free throws. Isaiah Richards back on the floor for Gardner-Webb. Not free throw shooting, just inbounding. Team foul number 6 on Baylor. Lohner goes to the bench. Jalen Bridges back on. Nisi to the bench. Josh Ojanwuna is back on. Inbounds it comes to Samaro. Nice pass in traffic. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. Now it's going to be called on Baylor's Jalen Bridges. Under 8, timeout at the Farrell Center. Baylor leads Gardner-Webb by 7. Basketball operations, Ty Beer, director of video operations. Tweety Carter back on the staff this year, director of player development. Jason Smith, director of recruiting operations for Coach Drew. All right, this is a cupcake free throw right here to get the fans juiced. And oh, he hit it. So the promotion here in the second half, when opposing teams are shooting into the student section, if they miss 2 consecutive free throws, all the students there get a certificate for Magnolia Silo's cupcake.
Those cupcakes are elite.
Yes, they are. So those students are really motivated to try to disrupt the free throw shooters. Almost got it there. He hit 1 of 2. 6-point lead now for the Bears. Stieber guilty of personal foul number 4. That puts Langston Love at the free throw line.
One-on-one, Langston Love is so hard to stop. At 6'5", you have to respect his three-point shot because he shoots it at such a great clip. But when he puts his head down, he's so physical and so strong that it's hard to stay in front of him. He always initiates the contact. So he gets to where he wants to go. So the only way you can get him off of his path is if you foul. He's such a tough cover to guard for guards.
Couple of free throws there. He's 5 of 6 at the line. 9 points for Langston Love. 8-point lead for the Bears, now their largest of the day. Still a lot of time left. 7 minutes, 37 seconds to play. Off the curl, the 3, in and out. Running Bulldogs, 1 of 12 shooting three-pointers. Still 1 more than Baylor has hit today. Walter, the layup, no. Ojanwuna, the follow is in. Bears lead by double digits for the first time today at the 7:10 mark. Samaro, ball stolen by Ojanwuna on the perimeter. To Walter for 3. No good. Back iron, Bears chase down the loose ball, and a tie-up there in front of the bench. Special by Bridges, gets high five from the coaches. Bears miss another 3. They're 0 for 9 from three-point range.
The athleticism of the bigs of Baylor. We saw Eve Nisi have a similar steal to that in the Auburn game that he turned around and flushed. But right there, Ojanwuna, the ability to pressure the ball that far out, get in the passing lane and get steals, that's something you do not see most 7-footers, most bigs have the ability to do.
Bears inbounding with 18 on the shot clock, 6:54 on the game clock. Bears lead by 10, 63-53. Inbounds to D'Antoine Grimes. Grimes to Bridges. Nearly slips down, keeps his footing, spins in the paint. Shot no good, back iron. Rebound Samaro. Pushes the tempo up the floor. 3 left corner is no good. D'Antoine Grimes takes the Lazar miss. Grimes drives.
Nice.
Whoa, nice shot.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that was pretty. The stutter to the Euro step to get the big off kilter. Tough, pretty jelly finish right there. Antoine Grimes showing us what he is capable. Walk out of this building.
I'm counting on you.
Not hitting one.
I like that streak. I want it to continue. Both teams really struggling beyond the arc. A combined 1 for 22 shooting three-pointers. Gardner-Webb basketball out of the timeout. 6-minute mark. Baylor leads by 12. Nice pass by the big man down low. Sissoko with the pass to Samaro, and he's going to have a chance at a three-point play.
Samaro played good so far. Got him on the backdoor cut. Right there, you have to have help on the backside to take away that wide open layup. But good pass by Sissoko.
Julian Samaro, one of 2 returning starters on this team for Coach Tim Kraft. Dr. Andrew Goodrich is the AP at Gardner-Webb. Samaro looking into a sea of waving arms and cupcakes. Shot no good. Rebound, Jacoby Walter. Bears ball, the lead is 10 with under 6 minutes to play. 65-55 Bears. Langston Love. He'll drive. And whistle and a foul, as you were talking about. He's so strong, you know. He absorbs that contact and either hits the shot or gets free throws.
He's a tough cover, one-on-one. Because let's take a look at this right here. He's a straight line player. Gets on the hesitation right there. If you get on the side of him, he's going to dip his shoulder and go straight up. And if you reach in, it's an automatic foul. But typically, because of his strength, he is going to knock you off balance to get over to his layup or his floater. He does a tremendous job of using his body on drives.
Second free throw by Love. This one is also good. Lead back to 12, equals the biggest lead of the day for the Bears. 5:36 and counting, second half. DQ Nicholas brings it up. Gives it away to Samaro around the screen. And a foul on the perimeter. It's going to be on Langston Love. Third personal on Langston Love. In the bonus now, Gardner-Webb will shoot free throws. One and one for Julian Samaro, junior out of Bronx, New York. First one's good. I don't know if the consecutive missed free throws for the Cupcakes, does that carry over like previous trip to the line? Because the last guy there missed a free throw. If he'd missed that one.
Yeah, I think you'd make an argument. I think if I was one of those students, I would have definitely made that argument.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I don't, that's a great question. I don't know.
I'll get the answer to that. I don't know if that's back consecutive misses, same guy at the line. It's a moot point. He hits both of them. Lead is again 10. 16 points for Samaro is a season high for him. Nice pass and the flush by Jalen Bridges.
Now, I'll tell you this, J-Mo, Antoine Grimes is showing us flashes of what they brought him here to do. I mean, typically you don't see JUCO guards be really successful. We only had a few, maybe Lester Medford or Pierre Jackson. But he comes in, and he's playing behind 2 great guards. But his ability to get to the paint, his speed, find the open man, he's played really well, really under control tonight.
Scramble for that loose ball. Gardner-Webb player is still down on the ground. I think catching a breather as much as anything. Possession arrow favors Gardner-Webb, so I think they'll maintain possession of the ball. Jalen Bridges scrapping for it. Gets part of the ball there. Ends up with the tie-up. Shekna Sissoko will go to the bench, get a breather. 7 on the shot clock as the running Bulldogs inbound. Into the paint. Trying to shake his defender, can't do so, and missed the shot. Bridges the rebound for the Bears. D'Antoine Grimes dribbles on the perimeter. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Love the drive, the banker no good. Ojonwuna to the ground, and he is fouled. Foul is called on Isaiah Richards. 4 personals on Richards.
So what else I find interesting, J-Mo, is that in this time of the game, 12-point game, trying to put him away, Coach Drew is trusting D'Antoine Grimes with the ball in his hands, playing that one spot, holding it down with Ray J. Dennis and Jayden Nunn on the bench. I find that extremely interesting. And to my point earlier, this is an era of college basketball where junior college guards are typically forgotten. It's either high school All-Americans or transfers. We really don't see too many junior college guards in today's game. But D'Antoine Grimes, and it typically takes them a year to be able to adjust to the speed of the game. And I think D'Antoine, it's finally slowing down for him.
Yeah, it's a great point. Him being on the floor, running the point in crunch time for the Bears. Couple of free throws there. Lead is 14. Banker, shot no good. Rebound Baylor. Grimes up the floor. 4-minute mark, second half. Baylor leads by 14 over Gardner-Webb. It's been a long climb to get to a double-digit lead and get it to where it is now. Nice lob down low. Bridges to Love. Love shot too strong. Going for the rebound, out of bounds, off of Langston Love. Gets us to a timeout on the floor. 3:44 remaining in this game. Baylor's opened up a 14-point lead on the running Bulldogs in the nation in the poll this week, and look to be on their way to running their record to 3-0 on the season. Some other highly ranked teams that can't say that. Didn't get to 3-0, right?
Yeah.
We've had some upsets first week of the college basketball season.
I feel like we've had more upsets at this point in like the first week of the season than I can remember having in a very long time.
I think you're right. I think there's more good teams out there.
Yeah.
You know, there's more parity. You know, the
But
transfer
also
portal.
the guys are older.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of 23, 24, 25-year-olds playing against high-level 18, 19-year-olds.
Yeah. A lot of good teams out there. Langston Love has the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. 5 to shoot for the Bears. 3:05 on the game clock. A 3-point stretch by Baylor, making at least one made three in 1,032 straight games. In serious jeopardy now because Baylor's not looking to shoot threes at this point in the game. Love, he's got to put it up. Banker too strong, didn't draw iron. Although Ojonwuna got the rebound, it's a shot clock violation. Gardner-Webb with possession of the ball. There is Shekna Sissoko, who is back on. Jayden Nunn is on for Langston Love. Another solid game for Love. 11 points on the day. One of 4 Baylor players in double-figure scoring. Every game this year, Baylor's had at least 4 scoring double figures. Speaks to the depth Coach Drew likes to talk about. Stieber drives in, left corner. Runner is good.
That's good defense right there. Ran into the chest, and we talked about the defense of Baylor earlier in this game and the lack of. They have gotten the percentage down. Good pass. They've gotten the percentage down to 39%. That's typically where Coach Drew wants to be at, 39% or lower.
Great assist by D'Antoine Grimes. The pass, the flush by a Josh Ojonwuna. They're starting to open it up now. 73-59, 2:08 to play. Still scrapping for those loose balls. Tied up. And the possession arrow favors Baylor.
You know, when you have bigs like Nisi, Ojonwuna, you really don't have a drop-off. They are pretty much the same caliber of big. When the offensive team drives and looks to attack, they always see a 7-foot athletic big protecting the rim, which as an offensive player makes you second guess yourself. It makes you think, should I shoot this layup or should I keep dribbling through it? We've seen a lot of times the offensive player will keep his dribble alive and keep dribbling through because you don't want to go try to finish over somebody that's that athletic and that tall.
And both young guys, Ojonwuna is a sophomore, Nisi a true freshman. Ball knocked away from behind, stolen. And chasing it down, Jalen Bridges gets the ball back for the Bears. DQ Nicholas lost the handle. Good hustle by Bridges here in the final 2 minutes of the game. Baylor leads by 14. Walter passes out of there, and it's stolen away by Stever. Then that pass deflected, stolen right back by Baylor. D'Antoine Grimes walks across the midcourt stripe. 90 seconds remains in this game. 14 on the shot clock. Ooh. Grimes drives and banks it in. Nice minutes by D'Antoine Grimes here. There's Robinson, a pull-up three. Only the second made three today for Gardner-Webb. And a quick timeout called by Coach Tim Kraft.
He's stocky, has a great frame to where he can finish through contact and go straight through your chest, absorb it, and still finish and get tough layups like that we just saw.
All right, here's an out-of-bounds play Baylor's going to work on with 1:16 to go. All 5 players stand out of bounds. Then 4 of them run in, and the pass is made inbounds. Jayden Nunn is fouled. Will shoot free throws with 1:13 on the clock.
Now, J-Mo, also, if you notice, ever since D'Antoine has been in the game, he has not come out.
That's right.
Because he is doing things that have proved valuable to Coach Drew. He's playing a smart game. That's the biggest thing for him, was adjusting his tempo. He played extremely fast when he first got here, and that's what you see out of JUCO guards. But now the game is slowing down. He's learning how to take his angles and change his speeds, and now that he's able to do that, he's a brand new player.
Jayden Nunn shooting free throws. First one is good. 14-point advantage for the Bears. Yeah, and you're right about D'Antoine Grimes. Really, since he came in, what, 4 or 5 minutes ago? Maybe longer than that. He's been out there.
8-9 minute mark.
Yeah.
Left him in, playing great defense, one-on-one, being able to pick up full court. I think he just provides a toughness at the guard spot that adds to the plethora of guards that Baylor has.
3 by Stever is no good. 1 minute to go.
You know, J-Mo, I think they might not hit a 3.
I'm afraid you're right. Now, the bottom line is winning the game, right? Bears are going to win the game. That is a streak that goes back to February of 1990. That may come to an end today.
But I think that also goes to show how gritty this Baylor team is. You don't hit threes. You don't hit from beyond the arc, which is one of the MOs of Baylor. It makes Baylor, shooting from behind the arc. But you find a way to win.
Yeah.
And shout out to Gardner-Webb. They played their butts off. They competed. They were in this game for the majority of the game. But Baylor found a way to separate. Without the long ball, without being able to shoot the three, they found a way to create a lead and to keep this lead and not fall victim.
No question about it. Impressive performance by Tim Kraft and the running Bulldogs today. 22.7 seconds to go. Missed on the three. Scramble for the loose ball. Jayden Nunn has it for Baylor. Shot clock is off. Bears can run out the final 10 seconds here. Stantuan Grimes brings it across the timeline. Really impressive day by Grimes. And the Bears, without benefit of making a three, win by 15 over Gardner-Webb this afternoon to run their record at 3-0.